Hello everyone. It is time for our monthly Paper Pumpkin video. If you are not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is a kit that comes in a box every month. Usually it's cards. A couple of times a year they may have gift packaging, but most of the time it's cards. It comes with full color instructions. This one came with 2 stamp sets. So the hummingbirds and then these leaves and florals. You always get an ink spot, so a small ink pad. I always just use my full-size ones, and then whatever adhesives you need and embellishments and full color instructions. I think I said that already. So this month is called Fluttering Garden, and it has these beautiful hummingbirds. And I actually saw the first hummingbird at my feeder tonight at dinner, so that was exciting. All right, let's get started with the first one. So this is what our first one looks like. Hey, Marion. Hey, Debbie. Aren't they beautiful? And they come already colored, so you don't have to do anything. So let's grab our supplies. So we have our hummingbirds, and then we have our card base. And you'll notice there's a little circle there. That's going to help us. Actually, I think they want us to stamp it when it's unfolded. Stamp our greenery around the circle. So this one we're using the big, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, that big stamp. So we're, like I said, I'm using my full-size basic gray. So we want one. Doesn't look like that got inked. Let's try again. Kind of hard to tell. Like that. How about there? And then the other one. Whoops. Like that. So roughly like that. We don't have to stamp any sentiment for this one. Excuse me. Allergies are getting me again. And then it will, so we're done with that piece for the moment. So now we can bring in our other pieces. And they show you, let me get a drink of water. Okay, see if that helps. They show you where to put your dimensionals. So this one, this kit only gives us dimensionals for adhesive. Sometimes you have glue dots too. And actually, it's easier, I think, for you all to see this if I pull out my piercing mat. Then you can see what I'm putting adhesive on better. All right, so our circle, I'm just going to put them in a triangle. And then our hummingbirds, this guy gets one up on the leaves. Whoops, stuck together there. I'm trying to figure out, I just noticed there's like an extra dimensional shape, which I don't know what that is. I don't see anywhere it's supposed to be. Must be just a misprint. All right, so now we can bring our card base back in. Let's take all our backs off. And this is going to go right over that circle. There. And then take the backs off your hummingbird. This guy goes down here. And then this guy goes at the top. I'm not sure what kind of hummingbirds those are supposed to be, if they're real ones or made up ones, but they're pretty. And then we're going to add the bling. So it's showing us 2 big ones and 3 small ones. So let me grab this. Here we go. All right, and I'll take your pick tool. So there's a big one. Oh, I see. Okay. There, and then 2 small ones up there. And then another big one and a small one down here. Come on. Oh. There we go. There we go. Now we've got our bling. So 3 up there and 2 down here. Those are pretty little shimmery dots. All right, that is card number 1. Let's get to our next card. Now, I also do, I forgot to mention this, a bonus card for everybody on my team that gets Paper Pumpkin, or any customers that get Paper Pumpkin from me. So I will show you that at the end. This is our second card. Another beautiful hummingbird. Oops. Let's get our directions for this one. All right. There's that big hummingbird. All right. Let's set those aside in our hummingbird. Okay. Now we are using that same big, oh, got something on it. That same big stamp. It's got something on it. I got to get that off of there. There we go. And we're just going to do it up here and down here. All right, so that's kind of going straight up like that. And then turn it the other way, and don't worry about the middle. I'm just kind of looking at how they have it lined up on the sides. And now we need this little guy, because he goes in the middle. So he goes right there and right there. Like that. Like that. All right, and that's all our stamping. So now let's put this away before we make a mess. Grab our dimensionals again. Get all our little pieces here. So this one has this little, just a little strip has this, have a Mother's Day, and then the word beautiful. And it'll show you right here where to put all your dimensionals. So this guy gets one in each corner. And our big hummingbird gets one up here on his wings, one on his head, and one about where his feet are. And then this guy just gets one at each end. Lots of dimensionals on this one, on this card. And then our beautiful, it's one there because it will fit in there, and then another one here. And that's where they'll fit. Okay, now we have all of our pieces. Let's start building this. So it looks like we put this guy down first. It doesn't really give me any more direction. I'll just show you. Then it just shows me where everything is. So I'll put this guy, he's going to go pretty far to the right. And this is going to go over that. Whoops. Make sure it's right side up. That will go over that. Then your beautiful goes on top of that. So you just want to be sure you don't cover up any of the other words. And then your hummingbird. Oh, my mom would have loved this card. She was a big bird watcher. And there you go. Now we just have to add our bling. So this one has 3 large ones and 2 small ones. And that's what these circles are showing us. Let's get our take your pick tool. So we have a large one here. Here. There, and then 2 small ones. There. Whoops, it didn't come with me, did it? Come here. And there. So they did a better job of stamping theirs so that it filled out, but it still looks beautiful, even if it's not exactly the way theirs is. So that is card number 2. These hummingbirds are so pretty. All right. Last card. Oops. Looks like this. It has 3 little hummingbirds on it. All right. Let's get our directions to card number 3. Get all of our pieces out. And this time, we're stamping this way. When I did mine the first time, I had it this way, so be sure you're going landscape to stamp these. And these are just like some tall grasses and flowers. So they just did along the bottom. And I just got 4 of them in here. That one got a little bit far. Maybe we'll see if we can squeeze our 4th one in. Yep. I think, yep, that's the only stamping. So let's go ahead and use our bone folder. All right, so now we have, whoops, I'm going to set that aside. We have 3 hummingbirds. And a big thank you. Let's pull that down a little bit. All right, let's get our dimensionals out again. So I'm just going by the picture on the instructions that tells me where to put these guys. Sometimes it makes a difference because there's something that you're tucking in behind it or something. I don't remember that it did on these, but I'm still doing it where they show it. That's just easier, then I don't have to think about it. So each of these hummingbirds is going to get 2 little dimensionals. Last one. All right, and we still have some left. And don't throw away the outside. You can cut those apart and use them too. So, all right, now we're ready to put all this together. So let's bring our card base back in. And I'm going to do the words first. That will help me place all the hummingbirds. All right, so it's pretty close to the bottom, about like that. All right, now let's add our hummingbirds. This little guy goes right down here. Let's see, which one is this? This is this guy. He goes right in here. And then our last one was right there. All right, and now we need, what do we need? 3 large ones and 2 small ones. So let me make sure I know where I'm putting them. Yep, okay. So 1 there, and then 2 large ones down here. And then small one up here. And whoop, that last one did that to me last time too, didn't it? Okay, now it's on my finger. There we go. And that one goes down here. All right, and you still have some bling left too. So you can save that for another card. So there is card number 3. I just love these hummingbirds. They're so cute. All right, let's look back at what we've made with the kit. 3 cards from the kit. Let me get this out of the way for the moment. So these 3 were the ones that were in the kit. Look at those beautiful hummingbirds. Gorgeous. All right, let's do our bonus card. So I send, as I mentioned, everybody that is either on my team that gets Paper Pumpkin or that is a customer of mine that orders Paper Pumpkin from me. Then I send them a kit to make this bonus card. So this is what I made this time. I try to use just the ink that comes in the Paper Pumpkin in case you don't have all the colors. I did use, it's always hard to get it to come across on camera. Yeah. I did use Wink of Stella on the hummingbird, so he's nice and shimmery. And then I did splatter with my blend. If you don't have the blend, don't worry about it. You don't have to splatter. But I did just to add something. And then when I give these to everyone, somebody will get one that's already made. And I never know who it is. I just mix them all up and then address them. And so somebody will get one that's already made, this one that I demo with. And I'm actually sending you the embellishments this time, so be careful when you open your packet because these are going away soon. This is Summer Splash, and that's one of the in colors that will be going away around the 3rd or 5th of May. I can't remember exactly when the switchover is. But I had plenty in there. Since they're going away, I thought, well, I'm just going to send them to you because I won't be able to use them much longer anyway. So Just be careful when you take your packet out. And this is the only thing we're stamping on. Now you could put a little hummingbird or some flowers on the inside if you wanted. I don't think I did on mine. No, I didn't, because I put a little strip of Designer Series paper. Okay, so I am taking this big hummingbird, and again, I'm trying to use the ink that came in your kit. If you have another ink color and you want to, or you want to color this with blends, feel free. I just try and show you something you can do with pretty much what comes in your kit. All right, so we're going to do stamp off. I forgot my scratch paper. It's over here. Okay. I'm going to stamp him off because we want to be able to read the sentiment. So he's kind of light colored. And then, whoops, we don't want to put that away yet. And then I just use the hello. And I just put it like right over here. Full strength, so you don't have any trouble reading it. And then take your Wink of Stella if you have it. And I just went over the whole hummingbird. Just gives him a little extra shimmer. Now, this makes a mess. I'll probably still get it on everything else. I have, somewhere here it is. Now, I'm going to use my blend and flick it. You can take, I have a special bone folder for this, that's got stuff all over it. You can do this. To me, it doesn't give as much, well, it's not doing too bad today. It's usually finer spots. So this one you'll see it has some bigger spots. That's because I flicked it like this. That will damage the tip of your blend after a bit. So do that with care. I mean, it will damage it. There's just no way around it. Okay. Now we can get rid of our scratch paper. And what you have, so this is the 6x6 2024 to 2026 in color. So again, this is Summer Splash. It's going away. All of the 2024 in colors are going away. Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, and the purple one, Petunia Pop. Yep, Petunia Pop. So those are all going away soon. I think Pretty in Pink is the one I'm going to miss the most. So I'm tearing these, and I'm just tearing a little bit off, and I'm tearing it towards me because I want that white edge. If you don't want that white edge, tear it the other way, and you won't have one. But these have a white core, and I wanted that white edge to show up. All right. And we're just going to layer these. So I'm going to put this one, this one down first. I'm going to get my green glue because then I can adjust it a little bit. You got a little bit of wiggle time with this. So kind of in the middle. And it's the same length as your card base, so it should go end to end. So you just kind of want to make sure it's straight. I think that looks straight. I mean, it's torn, so if it's a little bit crooked, you're probably not even going to notice. And if you want to use the other sides of these, feel free. This one's going to go all the way to the left edge of the card. Like that. And while I have my glue out, I had some little strips left over, but it wasn't enough to go all the way across. So I just cut them in half, and I'm just going to put them, I don't know that it matters, but it kind of looks like it goes that way to me, to the right edge at the bottom on the inside. All right, and then this guy goes the inside. You could probably write on this Summer Splash, but I decided to do an inside for it. It's a little bit darker. I mean, if you had a good black pen, I'm sure you could, but this just finishes it off a little bit more. All right, then we just need to put our, I'm going to get my larger dimensionals. Again, put them just like they had us do it for the smaller one. I always just put mine in a triangle when I'm putting a circle on. Now you have some of your gems from the kit left over. If you would rather use those, or if you want to use both, feel free. Let's see if I can get these off. I think I'm going to use my spatula end. All right. And there are 3 different sizes, so you'll have one of each size. Come off of there. There we go. So I did a big one and a small one there. And then the medium one I did here. So kind of a triangular shape. And that is it. Well, that doesn't want to come off of my fingers. It has static electricity. Nope, still there. There. And there is your bonus card. So the hummingbird is not showing up real well on camera, but it does show up better in person. And again, if you don't have the blend to splatter with, that's okay. You don't have to. If you have the ink pad, you could always take like a paintbrush and get it just a little bit, so it has a little bit of water on it, not a lot, and pick up some ink and splatter it that way too, if you wanted to. All right, so that is it. So here are all the cards we made with this gorgeous hummingbird paper pumpkin. I just love hummingbirds. I'm so excited I saw one today. Now I'll be watching for them. And I'm about ready to start planting flowers. I'm excited to start doing that too. I bought some seeds today, so we'll see. I may do some of that this weekend. I think usually they say in Arkansas the middle of April you're safe. So this weekend will be close. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your paper pumpkin. And I will be back. Today is Thursday afternoon at 3. I don't have the card right here, but I have something that I made ahead of time to show you. I mean, I didn't make it ahead of time to show you, but this will be a part of our Facebook Live on Thursday. So that's just a little teaser. All right. We'll see you Thursday afternoon. Thank you. Bye.